Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? We are going to try to do another test play here. We are rotating about 9 different settings. Actually, maybe more than that. Might be double that, actually. Trying to find the best ones, as we all know, that have played any kind of amount of time with NFL 2K5. The interception rate is unbelievably high. And so we're trying to get something done with that. Why do I not have any game sound? I don't hear anything. Maybe it's just not. There we go. Okay. Just wanted to make sure we were all right there. All right. So we're going to jump in here real quick. Just wanted to do a quick stream today to test this out. It is a holiday, so I was back and forth on whether or not I was going to do it. But here we are. So let's get to it. So if you guys check out the YouTube channel of the same name, you can catch the other test games that we've played. I wish I'd actually started putting the settings in the title from the beginning, but unfortunately I didn't do that.
Well, the fans definitely look pumped up and ready for today's game.
I am on the backside recording some stats at the end and have some formulas set up that rate the settings. So that's how we're going to determine which ones we go with. And we'll probably send this to a few people and post it somewhere, and those will be the settings that we post with it. Or at least ask them to post with it.
No doubt about it, Dan. Number 23 has basically dispelled any argument about who's the best halfback in the league.
We did have Raiders once before. I believe it was against the Steelers, but there was a copyright issue with that game, so I ended up deleting it. I probably could have just muted the song, but didn't go that route for some reason. But at the same time, it's kind of a good thing because here we are with this game. I've been trying to only use them once, so if we had used that and kept it, then we wouldn't be able to play this game today.
But first, the toss of the coin. Heads it is.
I did play a couple games last night. Had the Vikings. It was different settings though. Something called 2 Hour Ride. A guy that I found that posted some. They had the Vikings over the Eagles 30-17, and the Browns over the Bills 21-13. I believe it was 21-16, something like that. And I believe they had 2 turnovers in each game. Hey, morning, D. 2 turnovers in each game, interception. Actually, I think one of those was a fumble. I think the other 3 out of the 4 total were interceptions. So the lowest quarterback rating was like 83. So that one was looking pretty good. We did do some roster updates and some running back carry manipulation. I went in and went through all of the in-game rosters and whatever order they had the players listed in. We updated the depth charts to that. So, and then all of the ratings are based on formulas that use their stats to create the. They're very limited stats for offensive line, so I only had a couple things to use. I think they came out pretty well. I did have McNair over Moon, so he is the starter today. Stabler held on to his, I think, by one skill point over, I believe it was LaMonica. I think Blanda's third. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, D. What are you doing today?
Number 6 gets the ball and pummels this one deep.
Tennessee unable to do anything on their first possession.
At the 34. Stop at the 36.
Jim Brown got pinned deep by a beauty of a kick there, and by the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
New Year bots, let's get it.
This drive, their 36-yard line.
I might be on later. I don't know what time, but probably on at some point.
Number 54 tackles him behind the line of
I have a setting that is god awful, so I'm trying to find something to replace it with.
Number 12 throws a bullet and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Blaine Bishop with the deflection.
I've been weeding through Operation Sports trying to find something to check out, and everything I'm finding is for human versus CPU and not CPU versus CPU, so still looking. Stabler with a completion. Oh, what a catch by Branch.
The reception is made past the markers for a first down.
And the Raiders go into the hurry up.
To the right.
Got the Titans off balance. Ooh.
Tips it away on the coverage.
Linebacker got a hold of that one.
Number 52 came in
Brazil.
with a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut
Well,
it
if
down.
shots to others' faces, then sure. I don't want shots to our faces.
Davis will get stopped at the line, and that brings up third down.
Number 52 targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
And I'll tell you, Peter, he made a great tackle.
Like we have a second viewer. Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. Happy New Year.
Well, you're absolutely right, Dan. But if there's one guy on this defense that can stick with the ball,
Inevitable. You might be right about that.
He's well short of the markers. It'll be fourth down.
Albert Hainsworth made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
They allow a little there, but they do force a fourth down.
Way to attack the ball.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field.
Anybody who uses Finn's editor to manipulate these rosters, you gotta watch it. I've had quite a few times, like three or four now, that I'll get done making changes, load the file into the game, and start a game with the Titans, and it will freeze. I haven't had that issue with any other team. So I don't know what happens with that, but found a couple workarounds to get by it and correct it, but it's troublesome when you put in 10 months on something and then all of a sudden it stops working. Kind of scares the hell out of you because you don't know if you're going to be able to salvage it or not.
Stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line.
We are planning, Hennigan, planning on doing a franchise at some point. And Christopher Slovic on YouTube, if you haven't checked him out, go follow him. He's going to be doing one with it as well. There might be some subtle differences in what we're doing, but we'll be using the same roster file, or at least close to it. And then Gavin, who helped me with the hair stuff, he has it as well, but I don't think he's going to be streaming anything. They both wanted the duplicate numbers left in. I may take them out for mine once the file's completely done. It's actually pretty much done now. I've just got to set up default uniforms if I want, so that any games started use this year's for each team, that kind of thing. But other than that, I think it's done. Is that Clem Daniels? We are on offense, right? Are they on offense? No, they're on defense. So that might be Terry McDaniel. Be a big loss.
Mason goes in motion. McNair zips it to the left sideline and
Trying to figure out some kind of stream I can do where I keep the music going. Because right now I'm only, I don't know what causes that glitch. I see it only on measurements. I don't know what's causing it. I didn't used to get it that I noticed.
You'll find a few examples of how these guys earn their paycheck week in and week out, baby.
Might have to look up. Might have to look up some more settings, see if I can get that corrected. It's not a huge deal, but I'm looking weird. I don't think it does it every time. Very odd. Eddie George. Throwing out the stiff arms. Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that. It actually put Derrick Henry first, Eddie George second, and Earl Campbell third, which I was surprised by. They're all showing 100, obviously, but that's the order they put them in. Oh, is that Cannon? Come on, Billy. You got to catch that, dude.
that would have been a big play and a big first down, Peter. They just don't sync up.
Good call. Maybe next time it'll work.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'm just trying to check out some different settings here and there, and trying to put interesting games on here that you guys might want to see matchups for. Lester Hayes knocks it down at the line. Just trying to find something that the interception rate is livable. For some reason, this game is really high on interceptions. Have all the defensive players at ball security 0 and catch 0, and they still pick off a lot of passes. Baronas hits the upright. We do have some prospects, though, for settings. We got a couple that are pretty good.
Well, sure, Dan, it's a little embarrassing, but isn't that what instant replay is all about? A player screws up, and it's our ratings grabber.
These are one of those. These aren't too bad so far. Again, anybody that missed it, I have a spreadsheet that I plug some of these stats in at the end of the game, and it tracks a score for each setting for different categories, and that's what determines which one's better, and that'll probably determine which one I use at the end. I got a couple that you can keep the interception rate down, but they don't, like the running is not there. Like there's no running yards. Get everybody averaging 1 yard to carry or 1.1 or something. So I may actually try to do some kind of hybrid at some point where I put the ones that have good numbers for each category, like take their settings and put them together for each category, if that works. I don't know if it will, but
was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Culber has a report for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. I got a quick word with the trainers, and they said he's got a sprained wrist. They're sizing him for
it was
a brace,
Davis.
but progress is slow at best.
Oh, was that?
His return is questionable. Back to you.
As always, we'll hope for the best up here in the booth. Thank you, Susie. Hubbard goes right up the middle and maybe picks up one on the play.
I got to look at that because that's supposed to be Van Egan, not Hubbard.
Throws a big high lob, and it's not reeled in. Incomplete.
Number 87 ran a corner route back there, but unable to make the reception.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan. And when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Fourth down, 7 yards to go. Janikowski kicks it from 33 yards. It's through the uprights.
Raiders 6-0. Really lead.
Janikowski puts in an easy short one. A clean kick, no worries.
There's the signal, and we're ready.
So we are in 2023. Anybody have any feelings about that?
Mason downs this in the end zone for
Glad to see 2022 go. Not excited about 2023 coming for whatever reason.
Offense has taken the field, and they have
Any
been having
thoughts?
a very tough time passing the ball. They have another
No?
opportunity here
Good
as
talk.
they start off at their own 20-yard line. Henry chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
With the tackle.
I'll tell you what, the Oilers / Titans, their running backs are just stupid. Like, all of them just run people over. Well, except for Chris Johnson, he's the scat back. But the other three, they just truck people.
Number 87 went to the outside on that last play. Had some room but couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
That would have set up a very manageable 3rd and short play, Peter, but they couldn't.
I was kind of surprised when I went through putting in the ratings from the game into my spreadsheet to adjust the depth charts. It was, as some people were like right around 80. It was shocking to me. Most of them are about 100. There's Davis. He's back in. Well, there's a pick.
Davis picks off the ball, and he's going all the way. Nobody can stop him. Man, I hope his mom's got the VCR going.
He gets the touchdown, Peter, and that was a very nice play.
Definitely.
I filled lobbies. You might be obsessed. Just saying.
Here's the point after, and
The extra point is good.
Saw Sammy on yesterday at like 2:30, but I was tied up. And I was like, Fortnite, really? Like, when I want to play Fortnite, he wants to play golf.
the ref gets the signal.
He said he jumped on to see if anybody was on, and nobody was on, so he fell asleep. So I think he was just in the lobby. I don't think he was actually playing.
What a kick.
Or at least that's the way it may sound.
The Titans were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 20-yard line. Henry gets the handoff and passes the line.
Uh-oh.
One man to beat.
Oh, what a block.
Dropped out of bounds at the 47. That will bring up first down.
That's illegal now, isn't it? Blindside block. It's averaging 7.8. You don't see that very much in these settings.
Walker catches the hard throw and is at the 30, 15.
First down.
Eventually tackled at the 9. It'll be first and goal.
Is that Delaney?
Walker makes the catch, but that's not enough for him.
Oh, 32 went. Tatum went for the interception and missed it.
After making the grab, and that's a big plus coming from your tight end.
Especially for him. He's not known for making those big gallops like that.
Ball at the 9.
Yeah, they could use some points to get back into this game, I think.
Henry gets his second carry of the game and takes it upfield. Stopped at the 5. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Ball at the 5.
It's all screaming, pass to the end zone. Great quarterback, plus they're money receivers right here.
McLaughlin tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Chester McLaughlin targeted the ball.
He was wrong about that, wasn't he? It was not a pass to the end zone.
Slalom around him like a downhill skier would, Peter. He's going to swallow you up.
Yeah, got to be a cross-country skier that time to get around him. He is alone out there.
Yeah.
McNair floats this one to the end zone, and it's tipped. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th and goal.
I'm sure they wanted 7 out of that. Bronis did miss a field goal earlier too, though. It could be 13-6 if he makes this. They had missed that one. Have to see. Have to see if that miss comes back to haunt them or not.
It looks like, yeah, we've had an injury down on the
field.
Uh-oh,
Tommy Kelly's shaking up.
If we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Check this out, please, sir.
Looks like his neck's hurting pretty bad.
You're gonna be all right. Just take it easy. Take it easy. I got some.
Well, it's too bad they couldn't have kept going with this game. It was going in the right direction for sure.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Number 2.
See how close they can get to it with the new one that they can release, since it can't be sim. It did say they were going to try to get as close as possible without, having legal issues with it. We'll see what they come up with. I hope they come up with something that has some pretty good customization in it. That'd be awesome.
He's looking for room. Tackled at the 22.
Hubbard made the catch without any challenge from the defense, and he took advantage of it.
They move the ball, and it will be 2nd.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna look at that. It's not supposed to be Hubbard. It's supposed to be Van Egan. I don't mind Hubbard being in blocking, but Van Egan should be the one getting the carries and stuff.
And we'll end up losing a bunch here.
Number 54 was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Peter, once he closes his grip around you, you are not going to get free, regardless of how evasive you are.
Not with that strength. With those guns, you could probably juggle bowling. Wide receiver.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a pick.
Norton tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Norton got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning. And
why is somebody yelling your demand if they're in Oakland?
Leckler lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Leckler takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. Mason fields it at the 30. Tackled at the 46.
Derek Mason didn't get fazed by that mammoth punt. He read the field, Dan, and managed to minimize it with a solid run back.
The Titans start this one on the center logo at their 46-yard line. Number 87 goes in motion. Henry will get the carry on 1st down and picks up a couple.
Use another score pretty quick here.
2nd down, tight end to the left.
Hey, looks like we picked up a couple more viewers. Welcome in, guys. Throw anything in the chat you want to talk about. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. Let us know if you're excited about it. If you're glad 2022 is over. If you're going to miss it, whatever the case may be, let us know.
Steve McNair is really struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, it's all bad. Up to now, he's got 72 yards and 1 interception.
Either way, thanks for taking the time to stop by.
Let's make the stand here, baby. There's no fuel left in their tank.
Oh, McNair takes off. Ooh. Like Hayes almost lit him up there. Got down in time.
Steve McNair has to resort to plan B on this play. That's why he gets the big bucks, Dan. He makes it happen no matter what. Oh, yeah, that scramble got him a nice gain. You can't coach that. That
may end the first quarter there. Yep, 1-2.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Raiders enjoying a lead, 13-3.
What's up with that, D? How come you didn't stream it? And what was your flight?
Dan, bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they go to nickel.
McNair throws a ball to the flat.
No, he swings it out. Got it out to Johnson, but nowhere to go. Too damn lazy. Come on, dude.
Didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's not the way to start the new year. Being too damn lazy.
And you need cat-like reflexes.
You're not too lazy to kill bots.
What a matchup.
Second down and 4.
Detroit to New York. Oh, okay. Oh, that was it backwards.
Hunts him down and then finally tackles him just behind the line.
Be more aggressive with the passes there.
McNair zings it to the right side and
Knocked down.
this one is incomplete.
Well, I thought maybe they could score. Tighten the game up before halftime there. Still time, though.
Number 6 gets ready to punt this away.
Let's take no energy. Yeah, but the sweats do.
Number 6 takes the snap and aims this one for the corner. This will pin them deep as it flies out of bounds at the 5.
Let's definitely take energy.
The Raiders come out on offense and are
Yeah, we were up late. We played some Cards Against Humanity. We played some Rock Band. Yeah, I don't,
Finishing up putting a brace on him, and it looks
I'm gonna
like
have to look at them because
he'll
that's
come back in soon.
not even
Back to
sure.
you guys.
As always, we'll
Not even
hope
sure
for the
Davis
best
should be
of
getting
your
carries. Should be it should be Clem Daniels, Marcus Allen, and Van Egan
goes in motion.
getting most of the carries. Oh, you know what? I didn't even change the.
Daniels is at the 25, eventually runs out of bounds at the 28. First down.
I didn't change the auto sub stuff. So I have to see how it looks.
Racks up a bunch of yards.
Then he goes out of bounds well past the markers, I might add.
Yeah, he went for the whole inch.
So I might be okay with keeping it the way it is instead of having to change it every time. That'd be nice.
Play there, Peter, and they will move
Actually,
Great execution.
played a couple games and didn't turn it off, so it could still be the way I had it. Now that I think about it, I think as long as you don't start a new session, it keeps it.
and picks up a couple.
So let's take a look. I'm pretty sure it's
Close to his
the way it should be. No, it's not. Okay. It's interesting. All right. Well, whoop, didn't want that.
folded quicker than an
So kind of numbers we got at the end then, with it being that way.
There, it'll be second down.
Gotta take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Yeah, definitely probably
Empty backfield.
get these stats down and
Number 54.
probably have some lunch.
Back at the 27.
I may have to take a nap, dude. We stayed up. I was up till like it had to be 4:35 this morning. Something like that. But then I have an alarm for sacking.
Gets the sack way back at the 22.
Albert
Fourth down
gets hold of
coming
him.
up.
Albert Hainsworth gets the sack deep in the pocket. That's going to be a sizable.
Oh, lineman tried to cut him.
Oh, yeah. That's going to push him back, way back. Great defensive play.
That will be 2 losses in a row.
Great reads by the D on the last 2 plays, Dan.
Leckler lines up for the punt. Leckler gets the snap and punts it away. Mason fields the punt at the 30.
Yeah, maybe not, but they're required when you're over 50 and have had heart surgery.
Whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Titans.
I don't want to go back to work Tuesday. I need to hit the lottery or something.
47-yard line.
I got to pay some bills today too, come to think of it.
second down. It looks like, yeah, we've had
Oh, Derek's shaking it. Derek's shaking up.
as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information on.
Crown win's more important. Ugh. They're hard. They seem harder to get this season, don't they? I think I have 3. I think I had almost 20 last season. Chapter, whatever the hell they call it now. It might have been over 20. I think I was over 20. 23 or something.
Number 55 makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Number 55 got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
You know, as a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their 6th so far.
Anticipation of the pass.
Raiders defense standing tall so far. See if McNair can get anything going on this drive.
McNair throws a beauty to the right side, and it's tipped.
Throws it into coverage.
It'll be 4th down.
Number 45 managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass.
The 00 is Burrow, and there is a guy with the last name of Burrow in here, so I could put his name on the play-by-play and then check the box to only say the last name. Afraid to change anything on the Titans because that's the team that likes to freeze up. Although it seems like if I use Bad Al's tool to do the updates and then save it out and then put it in Finn's editor and then make a change so that the save button lights up and save it, that works fine. Seems like. I've only done it once, but that's how I got all the updates done without having the Titans freeze again.
Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Bad Al's tool, though, is a lot of text commands, which is easy, but it's a little harder at the same time. But I had nothing but issues in the Finn's tool with global edits. Like, that's what seemed to mess the Titans up in the first place, doing global edits. Quite sure why that would do it, but it seemed to.
Number 25 goes in motion. Hubbard punches this one left of center and gets tackled short of the markers. 4th down coming up.
Number 79 brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some there, but not enough for the first.
That's his 2nd tackle.
Well, I was trying to do the changes to the formations, the sub formation, subs on the formation, and then put out and save the roster so that it would keep the subs, but it seems like it just sporadically worked on some teams, but not others. Kind of weird. So I don't know if I got to play a whole game or what. Oh my! Who that was, but he flipped over the guy. Did you see that?
Steve McNair has had difficulties, to say the least, and now he's second-guessing everything he's thrown. Terrible day. So far, he's struggled to get 70 yards and 1 interception.
2nd down with the
Was that Mike Steele? Don't worry, Mike Steele. He'll be fine. I'm sure. Maybe.
Johnson picks up about 2, and that brings up 3rd down.
Raiders defense being stingy right now. Gave up some punishing runs early, but seemed to tighten it up.
McNair unloads this one to the left.
And again.
The first on 3rd and long.
Number 87 is just crazy good.
I do like that new graphic on the Madden when they score. Brings up the player's name and stuff. I like that.
Oh, but it didn't matter. He made the catch. Great job.
Another completion, and he's definitely shaping up to be a major factor in this game.
It's only the second quarter still, but if he can keep it up, he could have a typically impressive day.
Oh,
Woodson makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
lucky Woodson didn't pick that off.
Earlier in the game, and now Susie Calder has a report. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. I just talked to the trainers, and they said that he tore his bicep. They're icing the injury in an effort to ease the pain, but it doesn't seem to be that effective. The official word on his return, doubtful. Back to you, Dan.
Thanks, Susie. Second down, 10 yards to go. McNair airs this one.
Oh, he went over the defense to Hennigan that time.
Down and a whole lot more.
First and 10. Ball at the 29.
68 yards. He could have 100 for the game for sure. That's one thing I noticed on the last test game I played. It was
And separates him from the ball. Incomplete.
actually, was that the other one? Actually, I think it was the Eagles and the Vikings. I have 4 players over 100 yards receiving. But I don't think the rushing was kind of asked, to be honest.
Second and 10. Ball at the 29.
Black Eyed, we gotta have Black Eyed Peas today, right, D? That's a New Year's thing. Or Buckeyes. I think it's Buckeyes. I don't remember. My wife's thing.
Tackled at the 21.
Davis knows he doesn't have a shot at it unless he jumps for it. And man, he timed it perfectly.
Davis, is he the one that had the pick before?
Peter, you couldn't ask for more from him today. He has done his part.
And then some. So far, he's
Must
got
be.
2 interceptions.
Yep.
The Raiders haven't got much out of their offense recently.
Mike
and
Davis
we'll
both
see if they can
times so
get
far.
Back on track here. This drive begins at their own 29-yard line.
Bot sandwich.
21 pitches the heater left sideline and gets past the marker.
There may be something wrong with you. Like you might be addicted to Fortnite or something. Or maybe just bots. Definitely something going on there.
Number 12 flashes it out left side, and the catch is made well past the markers for a
Might need to get with professionals so you can talk to them about it.
Number 21 faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if he stays on track.
Hubbard will get stopped at the line, and that brings up second down.
Yeah, I need to fix that. Hasn't seemed to bother them too much though. They're still winning.
Problem was they couldn't keep that
So far.
very long.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Number 12 throws a heater right sideline, and the ball is caught for a gain of 7 on the play.
Number 21 made the catch without any challenge from the defense, and he took advantage of it.
A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a 3rd and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now, Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but we'll see if they can pull it off. 3rd down with the tight end right. Number 87 goes in motion.
Ooh.
Picks up a yard on the play, and they will be just shy of the markers. 4th down.
Marcus got stuffed.
The save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
And he did a super job of lining up his man and then pow, taking him down.
That's a great battle down there.
Oh, they're going to go for it?
The D1.
Rips him down in the backfield, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that. Why wouldn't you pin him deep and make him earn it?
Is here to play, I tell you. What a stop on 4th down. It's worth another look. Oh, huge tackle, huge play.
They don't convert on 4th down. They really don't go anywhere on that one.
Except the sidelines with their tails between their legs.
They'll turn it over on down.
That's crazy. I
The
don't know why you would do
Titans
that.
climb back into it with a score before half here. They will start this drive at their 44-yard line. They couldn't connect on
Pass
this
is
one.
incomplete.
Incomplete.
With the deflection. Second and 10. Ball at the Titans, 44-yard line.
George gains 8 yards, and that will bring up 3rd down. 3rd down, 2 wideouts on the field. George will get a carry on 3rd down, and the Titans take their first timeout.
He's the only one that's been able to run the ball worth a damn, isn't he? Hey, George. Seems like it.
First and 10. Ball at the 42-yard line.
Well, McNair, when he took off, he did all right.
McNair throws a bullet to the flat, and
Pass
it
is
is not
incomplete.
reeled in. Incomplete.
Was the intended receiver.
Steve McNair has been
83
searching
with the
for a
coverage.
rhythm out there, and he's come up short, Dan. As you can see by these numbers, he's been having a rough day of it. So far, he's struggled to get 110 yards and no touchdowns.
2 interceptions. I wonder why they didn't program him to say both touchdowns and picks.
2nd down, 10 yards to go.
Ball at the 42-yard line.
Number 81 catches it in the flat and
Didn't get much on that.
maybe a yard.
Number 81 had a defender close by, but was able to bring down the catch.
A lot of short completions like that today, Peter, where they get stopped right soon after the catch.
If you
Yeah.
make anything happen
I mean,
after
you need
the catch,
about
those short
you need about 10 yards, 7 yards thereabouts for a field goal attempt. And Baronis has already missed one.
McNair just rifles
Oh,
it
didn't
and is caught at the 34. Tackled, and the clock will
that coverage didn't
continue
look
to
right, did
run.
it?
First down. First down, and this is the 7th play of the drive. No good. Incomplete.
Zero had that ball in his hands on that play, and he just dropped it.
Not much success to be had on the right side for this passing game, Peter. They have been off over there.
Yeah, I'd go somewhere else if I were them.
Second and 10.
Yeah, I don't think he has any completions to the right. And I think that was the 8th time he's thrown it over there.
McNair fires this one over the middle, and he hits his man for a pickup of 9. 3rd down, 1 man back.
I didn't see who caught that one. The Billy. McNair runs for the first.
That will bring up first down.
First and 10.
Clock's still running.
McNair throws a heater right sideline,
Pass is
and they
incomplete.
can't connect. Incomplete.
Was the
Number
intended
45
receiver.
kept both eyes on the
Number
short out
45
on that
with the
one and
coverage.
caused the incomplete pass.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough.
Second
That will
and
bring
10.
up second down.
Ball at the 15.
They can get back into this game before half here. Oh, and look out.
It's the Titans will take a timeout. That's their second.
Dude, that guy came straight up the gut. Quite sure why somebody didn't block him.
McNair lobs this one way over.
Oh, there they got one.
It's
Cannon.
caught for a touchdown.
Steve McNair makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB.
Peter, that's his first touchdown pass of the game. How do his stats look?
Well, so far, he's got 165 yards and 1 touchdown.
To attempt the extra point.
And 2 interceptions.
7, holding.
Now the extra
The
point,
extra point
and
is good.
it's good.
But despite the turnovers, should only be down 3 going into halftime. Stapler doesn't have one yet, does he?
And we're set.
I don't think the Raiders have a turnover yet.
This will fly out of the end zone for a touchback. What a kick.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's good work out there, man. All right, yeah.
The Raiders offense takes the field with the clock at 15.
Look out. Oh, he broke one, and then Hainsworth got him.
And the clock continues to run.
Albert Hainsworth nails his man behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to cost the offense a few yards. Oh, yeah, that's a
Childress.
great job
Looks like
of
Childress.
getting to
He
the
broke
quarterback.
it.
Nice sack.
Peter, he has put the hurt on the quarterback in this contest.
You got that right. So far, he's got
That's the
3
end of the
tackles
second
and
quarter.
2 sacks.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Raiders with a small lead, 13-10. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN halftime show.
Look at that. The Titans marched the ball up and down the field and got no points to show for it.
First downs have been the story here. The Titans should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. After driving 38 yards on 7 plays, Sebastian Janikowski comes on for the field goal try. Good spot. This is right through the uprights. A 44-yard field goal. The Raiders strike first and go up by 3. Titans early in the first. Steve Air McNair connected with his man on this one. A 17-yard play that set up a Titan field goal. But
That said, Eddie George only has 17 yards rushing.
Midway through the first, Raiders winning by 3. Number 21
Doesn't sound right, does it?
definitely a key, as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. Titans midway through the first, Davis would come up with a huge play here, as he was able to pick one off here, then had some clear sailing in front of him. Touchdown for the Raiders. Titans back 13-0. Walker emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. That set up an easy 22-yard field goal. The Titans climb back into the game, now down by 10. Raiders later on in the second quarter, Daniels get up ahead of steam, and then it was clear sailing from there. Titans midway through the second. Titans back by 10. Davis is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Titans late in the second quarter. Steve Air McNair would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. A 20-yard touchdown for the Titans. And that's where we'll leave this one. Raiders are holding on to a lead, 13-10. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. Davis has taken over this game. And now let's return to the second half with Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe.
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Raiders will receive to start the second half, and they currently enjoy a small lead, 13-10. Let's go down to the field.
The Raiders will get the ball first with the lead.
Two kicks it, and the second half has now started. Davis decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. When you check out the drive results, Dan, you can see that they've had to resort to field goals a few more times than they would have liked. You have to take advantage of the opportunities and punch it in.
Let's go down to Susie Culver, who has an update for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Jeff Fisher took a moment to speak with me and said they've got to avoid throwing any more interceptions. He thinks they need to establish a rhythm with some higher percentage passes and provide better pass protection for the quarterback. Expect a different look to the passing game in this half. Back to you.
Susie, thank you. Davis picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down.
Watch the counter.
Second and 8. Ball at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
Number 12 unloads this to the right sideline, and the catch is made
Molitnikov.
past the markers for a first down.
Number 25 faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if he stays on track.
First down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Oh, got a hand on it.
Nice, and it falls incomplete.
With the deflection.
If he caught that, he might have been gone.
Got to spread the ball around, as you can see by this passing chart here. He's getting the ball into his receiver's hands and has piled up 135 yards and no touchdowns.
And no interceptions. I believe.
Second and 10. Ball at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Number 21 goes in motion. Hubbard takes the handoff and will end up losing a couple.
Javon Curse was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his second tackle so far.
Ball at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
Hubbard catches it over the middle and is at the 40. Tackled at the 42. Number 79 with the tackle. It'll be 4th down.
Number 79 made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
They stopped them cold. 4th coming up.
Exactly what this defense needed to do.
Leckler lines up for the punt. Leckler takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. Number 43 gathers it up at the 1.
Oh, they're going to let that stay at the 1? Wow.
The Titans find themselves in danger.
Usually when they trickle into the end zone, they
way back at their own
call it a
2-yard
touchback.
line. Johnson picks up 6 on the play, and that brings up second down.
Just got a little bit there.
Second and 3. Ball at the Titans' 8-yard line.
George makes his 4th carry of the game and will lose about a yard here.
Number 83 targeted the ball carrier early.
Only got 4 carries.
He's got such a vice
That's
like
low.
that, Peter. It's got to be hard to break out of his grasp, even when you're one of the slipperier runners.
Absolutely.
Third down from the shotgun. Davidson makes the hit in the backfield at the 5. That will bring up 4th down.
Davidson was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Good defense.
Davidson. Wasn't that Hendricks?
Passes in a row.
I guess it was Davidson. My bad. I thought Hendricks was 83. All right.
Number 6 lines up in his own end zone for the punt. Number 6 takes the snap and pummels this one deep. The 45 dodges a tackle, tackled at the 37.
Jim Brown
Whoa.
returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Raiders
Gigantic
have a
punt?
short
I don't know
field
about
play
that.
to start this drive at the 37-yard line.
You need like 2 yards to be able to kick a field goal.
Davis gets the call on first down and heads left.
Davis, the ball
Brought
carrier.
down at the 36.
With the tackle.
All right, what have you got? Okay, all right.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
36-yard line.
Jeff Fisher, I believe that is. John Madden coaching the Raiders.
Number 12 rifles it out left side and
Bolitnikoff.
the 20.
Gone.
He's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown Raiders.
Has hands to make the catch, but he's also got legs. Watch. There's the grab, and now the run. It's all about desire, baby. How bad do you want
Broke the
it?
tackle.
Wasn't supposed to be a touchdown pass, but he made it one with that terrific run after the catch.
He fights for every inch he can get out there, so you don't leave any daylight between him and the end zone.
Here's the extra point, and
The extra
it's
point
good.
is good.
There's the signal, and we're ready. This will fly out of the end zone for a touchback. What a kick. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Well, punting is not going to win you a game. Although it looks like they are trying to do that, they need to put a drive together and get into the end zone.
No doubt.
First and 10, Tennessee.
Number 87 didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Charles Woodson did a brilliant job keeping watch over his zone. That pass didn't have a chance.
Be throwing to Hennigan a lot, right?
The defense plays it tough. That will bring up
And Cannon, I
second
guess.
down.
Second and 10. Ball at the Titans, 20-yard line.
McNair really rifles this
Ooh.
pass, and it's tipped incomplete.
Trying to get that one to Burrow.
Disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
Another batted ball, and they have been
His
attacked
percentage
the
is
pass
awful right now,
since
from what I can tell.
Dan, why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
Number 81.
He's
Catches the
one.
bullet out
The
left,
Givens.
and they get the first on 3rd and long. First down with the tight end right.
Ball at the Titans, 34-yard line.
Number 87 goes in motion. George picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down.
Tough defense.
Second and 7. Ball at the Titans, 36-yard line. Eddie George, the ball carrier. Number 55 with the tackle.
Eddie George just hasn't gotten into a groove and isn't finding running room anywhere. This has been tough, and he struggled to get 16 yards on 7 carries.
Third down.
Well, it's over 2 a carry. If he could pop off a decent run, look a lot better. I thought he'd been running better than that, to be honest.
McNair unloads this one to the left, and it's
Ooh.
tipped. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Number 32 swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Number 6 gets the ball and pummels this one deep. Brown fields the deep punt at the 17. Stopped at the 28.
Tim Brown returned for
Well, the Oakland 28's better than their own 37, right?
Tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Raiders come out on offense and are well ahead. They have yet another shot to score and start this drive at their own 28-yard line.
I need more coffee. I shall be right back.
Hubbard picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 9. Ball at the Raiders' 28-yard line.
Hubbard gets the call again and heads wide right. Dragged down at the 31.
Number 54 with the tackle.
Wow, look at those tackles. That's how you play sideline to sideline.
Number 12 throws the ball, and it's caught at the 46. Chased down at the 49. It will be first down. Number 65 blasts him back at the 47.
Number 65 targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Number 25 goes in motion. Number 12 gets some air under this pass. It's caught at the 33. Eventually shoved out at the 30. That will bring up first down.
Number 12 threw a perfect pass back there. You know, I had a better shot at it than the defense did, and hey, I'm up here in the booth.
And Peter, that time, neither of those guys really had a height advantage on the other.
Yeah, and sometimes when you find yourself locked in a matchup like that, it simply becomes a question of who wants the ball more. Advantage offense there.
First down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Davis, the ball carrier. Number 52 with the tackle. Second and 9. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Daniels has his number called on second down and rambles for about 5.
Go Raiders! Come on, let's get a first down.
Let's take it up a notch.
Third and 5. Ball at the 25.
They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
The intended receiver.
Moore shadowed the slant route back there and kept the receiver from making the catch. Incomplete pass.
Peter, the defense stood tall and forced the incompletion, but I don't understand that call. They wouldn't have gotten much at all, even if it was complete.
Fourth down either way, and in my opinion, too, a bad call.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. It's no good. It bounced off the upright and then out.
Sebastian Janikowski breaks the upright here. Let's watch this again. Well, sure, Dan, it's a little embarrassing, but isn't that what instant replay is all about? A player screws up, and it's our ratings grabber.
That's his third attempt today, and this time he cannot put it through.
Still, he's put points on the board today, Dan, so he can't kick himself too badly.
The Titans have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their 33-yard line. Number 0 didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
All right.
On that fly ball, on that
Replenish the coffee.
Man, he knew where the pass was going, and he stopped it. Incomplete.
Doesn't look like I've missed much.
But the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
So still on their own side of the field here.
Down and 5 wide receivers take the field.
Oh, completion. Givens.
On 3rd and long.
Number 81 had 3 guys covering him, but look what happens. Incredible catch.
And Peter, that play doesn't get off the ground unless he runs a very precise route.
And he had to beat his man. Couple of the best banging heads there.
McNair uncorks this to the left.
Oh, what a catch.
It's intercepted.
That's 3, though, I think, isn't it?
Check out the interception here on the replay, Dan. He reacts to get in the ball's path. Nice. That's how you
Great
make
catch,
the
though.
INT, baby.
That's their 3rd interception of the game. And Peter, the D is homing in on the passing game.
Yeah, tough play. I love it.
The Raiders are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their 32-yard line.
Stabler with a short one.
And picks up maybe a yard.
Javon Curse with the tackle.
Number 12 showing off
Might have been
some
Casper.
passing out there, Dan. Clearly, he's exploiting the short game so far, and he's got 216 yards and 1 touchdown.
He's got pretty good numbers.
2nd down, 1 man back.
Ball at the Raiders' 33-yard line.
Hubbard has his number called on 2nd down and rambles for about 5. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders enjoying a lead.
I'm going to go ahead and fix that. So that when I save it, maybe it'll keep this time. Holder's right as well. That should be planned, yeah. Keep this either, so that should be Hubbard. And that should be Daniels will work there. Hubbard and Daniels, that's fine. This should be Van Shouldn't be Davis, that should be Marcus. That should be Van again. Daniels is fine. There we go. Didn't notice any issues with Tennessee, so I'm going to leave them for now. And if I let the game finish and save it, hopefully it'll keep that. Well, save the roster, I should say. Litnikoff.
They convert on 3rd down.
Number 25 reels in the catch despite being covered by 2 defenders. Dan, I guess you just can't be intimidated. Check this out. Oh, yeah, it's all about being focused. He had his eye on the ball the whole time, and he knew where he had to be.
107 for Blitnikoff.
Catch for him. He's really found his niche in there.
And unless he starts getting shut down, there's no reason for him to move out of it.
Number 12 dumps this one to the flat, and it's caught at the 50. And he stopped right there.
Moore was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Okay, check that down.
To fill up the
Yeah, Hennigan had 68 at halftime, didn't he? I thought he was going to get 100 for sure. He still might. Oh, what a pick. Griffin.
Griffin gets the interception, but that really happened because his teammate got in there and tipped it. Oh, it's all about coordinating your defense, man. Playing as a team.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Titans were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their 42-yard line. McNair lobs this one over the middle.
What was that?
It falls incomplete.
Number 74 with the deflection. Second and 10. Ball at the Titans, 42-yard line.
Oh my.
This one will fall incomplete.
Almost another pick there. Yeah, I'll text you, D.
Third down from the
Thanks for
shotgun.
stopping by, man.
McNair rifles it out left side, and it's tipped. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Number
Jesus.
22 came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Yeah, great read there.
Number 6 lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Titans are having issues.
Number 6 gets the snap and pummels this one deep. Brown gets it at the 12.
Defense is kind of keeping it close. I get 7 of that is off a pick, so it should technically be 13-10 still. But it's not.
The Raiders stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 22-yard line. Number 21 goes in motion. Allen picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up second down.
With the tackle.
Allen didn't get very far on that last play, and he even had the help of some blocking. Well, I guess the defense had their number.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Titans could use a stop here.
Tight ends in the game. Number 30 takes this one way out left and picks up a couple.
There we go, Finnegan.
Third and 7. Ball at the Raiders, 25-yard line.
Number 12 rifles this one hard over the middle.
Ooh,
and
knocked away.
Knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
25 was the intended receiver.
Number 54 was sitting back in the zone, waiting for the pass, and then closes enough to force the incompletion. Nice job.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Leckler lines up for the punt. Leckler takes the snap and pummels this one deep. Mason fields the deep punt at the 28. Stopped at the 33.
Derek Mason got pinned deep by a beauty of a kick there, and by the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
The Titans offense takes the field, and they will start at their 33-yard line. McNair fires this one over the middle, and it's good for a gain of 8.
Pass complete.
Number 44 made a superb
55
catch,
with
even
the
though
tackle.
he had 3 guys closing in on
Well, that
him.
was a
What
pretty good
play.
catch there.
That is only his first catch of the game, believe it or not, and it took all the way into the 4th quarter to get it. Pretty unusual to not call his name for this long.
It is, and he's surprised it took this long as well. He loves to see the ball coming his way.
Oh, that looked like it had promise there.
Eddie George has been searching for a rhythm out there, Dan, and he's coming up short. It seems like his timing is way off. He's working hard, but only has 20 yards on 9 carries.
I mean, that's over 2. Not great, but it could be worse. A decent run.
Up 6 on the play, and they convert the third down.
First down, Titans.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game.
Titans, 48-yard line.
Number 45 tips it away on
Man.
coverage, incomplete.
Not able to hook up with Burrow at all.
Limited success in the passing game so far, Dan, and he just can't seem to get into a rhythm out there. I'd say he's not very pleased with his performance. So far, he's
Well
got
under
91
50%.
yards and 3 interceptions.
Second and 10. Ball at the Titans, 48-yard line.
McNair just rifles
Oh
this
my.
one, and this one is incomplete.
Threw that one into a crowd. Lucky that wasn't picked. That one might be.
Number
Oh,
32 tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Number 32 managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
That's his 3rd batted ball.
looked like Grayson got a hand on it and it
That is for sure.
tipped over to Tatum.
Number 6 gets ready to punt this away. Number 6 takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. The Raiders let this one bounce out of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 20-yard line. Number 21 snags the dart
Branch.
right sideline, and he picks up 9.
With the push out
Number
of bounds.
12 threaded the ball back there to his man right past all that traffic. Good job.
There's another example of how he's been feeding his receivers on the right
Second
side of
and
the
1.
field. A lot of connections made there so
29-yard
far.
Hey, there's no reason he needs to spread it around if you're connecting.
Number 30
First
picks up a
down,
yard on the
Raiders.
play, and that brings up 1st down.
They might just be trying to
First down
use the
and
clock
4
here.
wideouts in the game.
Maybe a little too much time for that.
Number 21 hauls in the pass, and he's got the 1st down and a whole lot more.
Number 21 made a fantastic catch in double coverage. Keep getting him the ball, guys.
Peter, I'm sure he's happy to bring that one in. The last 3 passes to him have all been incompletion.
Okay, he's struggling a bit there. This may turn him around.
Number 30 loses 2, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Moore targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's tackle number 6 for him.
Second and
Good
12.
game so far.
Ball at the
Definitely.
Raiders, 49-yard line.
Number 30 gets the call again, and
Number
gains
30, the
about
ball
3
carrier.
yards.
Number 54 with the tackle.
Let's stop him.
3rd down, 8 yards to go.
48-yard line.
Number 25 goes in motion. Daniels gets the call on 3rd down and gets taken down well short of the markers.
Haynesworth
That
with the
will bring
tackle.
up 4th down.
Albert Hainsworth targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Peter, that has to be tough to do. He used his weight to make
Going
the
to get their
stop,
offense the
did it
ball back.
against one of the most evasive players on the field.
You got to guess a direction in that situation, and he guessed right. That's instincts.
Leckler gets ready to punt this away. Leckler takes the long snap and punts it away. Number 30 gets it off the bounce at the 3.
Close.
The Titans are down, but not out. They'll start this critical drive at their own 20-yard line.
You think? Well, that's not going to get it done. I think they need points here.
Stop in the backfield. Let's check it out. He knocks his man out of bounds for a loss of yardage, and that's how you play defense, baby.
That will be his 4th tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
Well, he's making them think twice before going his direction.
2nd down from the shotgun. Mason didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Derek Mason had some room on the fringes there, but couldn't reel in the pass.
Not much success to be had on the right side for this passing game, Peter. They have been off over there.
Yeah, I'd go somewhere else if I were them.
McNair throws a bullet to the flat.
That wouldn't have been the first down anyway.
From the receiver, incomplete.
Hayes had superb coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete.
Peter, the defense stood tall.
Kick it away.
The incompletion, but I don't understand that call. They wouldn't have gotten much at all, even if it was complete.
Exactly. Oh, they are going for it. It's a bad call, I think. I mean, he threw a 1-yard out. What?
Number 81 catches it in the flat, and he's short of the markers. They will forfeit the ball on down.
Terrible. I don't understand. I wonder if that's an aggressive setting or something, the rating.
Can they capitalize on the defensive stop? Well, they'll start this drive at the 16-yard line. Daniels gets the ball and picks up a couple.
Second and 8. Ball at the 14-yard line.
Number 87 goes in motion.
I don't know. I read somewhere that the aggressiveness rating for quarterbacks causes them to throw into more coverage and get more picks. So it recommended setting it at 0. So that's what I did. But I've seen too many times where it's 3rd and long or 4th and long, and they throw that little 1-yard out crap, or they run a draw for that little shovel pass or some play. But I don't know if that's partly to do with the aggressiveness rating or something else.
Number 30 takes it for his 5th carry and is brought down. The Titans take their first time out.
And that's pretty much going to give up points because they went for it on their own 20. So
Janikowski from 29 yards out, and it's good.
Still 2 scores, though. 2 touchdowns that actually win it. They make the extra points.
Let's see it again. Yep, he knows that you aren't allowed to miss many of those in this league.
That's his 3rd field goal of the day, and giving your team 9 points is nothing to sneeze at.
And again, they gave up a pick 6, so really technically should be 16-10.
Booms a beauty
Well, still 13-10 because they gave him that 3 points as well. McNair's had trouble. Not gonna lie. His completion percentage is terrible.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Another 1 yard out. I don't understand the play calls.
Unfortunately so. Well, there they are, today's injuries, and both teams have lost some players. This is where the bench needs to step up and do their job.
Oh, that's right. It was Henry that was making the runs, wasn't it? I think it was Eddie for some reason.
The clock is stopped at 1:49.
20-yard line.
Hey, they got one to Burrow finally.
Take a timeout. That's their second. First down with the tight end right.
Ball at the Titans, 35-yard line.
McNair made a throw that was off target there. Incomplete.
Charles Woodson did a beautiful job on that last play covering the post route. That pass never had a chance. Incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. McNair floats this one out to the right side.
Oh, he got it to Burrow again.
The Titans take a timeout. That's
Where's that been?
Final one. First down and 4 wideouts in the game.
The defense has been all over him today. 9 incompletions thrown to him. In fact, Grayson is on him.
No good. Incomplete.
Benji Olsen with the deflection.
Must have bounced off of him, though, because I'm pretty sure that was Lester Hayes on a blitz that deflected
Second
that.
down. The clock is stopped at 1:31. McNair fires this one over the
Oh, you got to catch that, Hannigan.
reeled in. Incomplete.
Number 87 tried to snag that one across the middle, but doesn't happen.
Another ball comes his way, and another incompletion. To come up blank so many times in a row is, well, it's got to be demoralizing for a player.
Absolutely, but you got to fight through the slump and grab one to get rolling again.
Third down, tight end to the left. This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Gotta catch the ball, boys.
Derek Mason has this one in his hands, and then drops it.
That's the third incompletion his
Wow.
way, Peter.
Yeah, and he's starting to look a little frustrated down there, too.
Field goal didn't do him any good, so I doubt they're going to do that. Yep, going for it.
McNair rifles it out.
Oh, fourth pick.
It's intercepted.
Oh, and a face mask on top of it.
29.
Face mask. Number 74, offense.
And that's kind of the drawback to some of the settings, is there just seems to be a lot of interceptions. And I'm kind of torn with it because they are legend rosters, right? So the players on defense are going to be better, but then the players on offense are going to be better. So it makes me feel like it should be normal, or maybe even slightly better than normal. So lower, a little bit lower. And there is I did look up some statistics, and it said six turnovers average per game.
Second and 11. Ball at the Raiders.
So 3 a team. So technically we're under that average because I think it's 1 for the Raiders and 4 for the Titans. it doesn't specify what I looked at. It doesn't specify interceptions or fumbles. So, and we didn't have any fumbles. So I'm thinking that the interceptions are still too high, and there should be a fumble or two in there to replace it. So maybe one interception on one side and two on the other, perhaps, and then maybe a fumble or two. Should be about where we're at, I think. But it was still a pretty good game. Any score by the Oilers in there, Titans, whatever you want to call them, and it tightens up the game a lot, especially when it was 20-10.
Okay, Dan, thank you very much. And let's welcome all of you back to the studio. I'm Chris Berman here to bring you our ESPN Video Games post-game wrap-up. The Raiders stepped it up for sure.
And the other side of that, too, is that if you have the turnovers like they did,
Number 12 would find his target on this one.
then you probably should lose. And I've seen a lot of settings that don't work out that way. Like you have two or three turnovers on one side and 0 on the other, and the team with the 3 turnovers wins, which is rare.
The Titans on defense, Charles Woodson was in the right place at the right time.
Not saying it can't happen, because it does, but it's not that often.
Down 20-10.
That's something else I got to keep an eye on. This one turned out normal, I think, with the Titans having 4 turnovers and the Raiders having 1. I think 23-10 is acceptable. Would have liked for it to have been closer, and maybe the Titans have only 2 interceptions or something of that nature, but it is what it is. And we were just testing those settings out to see what we got, so we'll be playing a bigger sample size for each setting so we can get a better picture of how good or bad they are. Not going to judge anything on one game. Like the 2-hour ride, I thought those settings were a little bit off and only had 2 turnovers in both games last night, so that was pretty good. So we'll just have to give it a sample size that's large enough to tell, and the plan for that is to play 16 matchups for each setting. 32 technically, because I have home and away. So I wanted it to be fair, so each team's at home on that setting. And I don't know how much that affects the game, but that's the way I wanted to have it. So anyway, that'll wrap us up for today. I hope y'all have a great and happy New Year. Have an awesome 2023. If I don't see you again, hopefully you stop by again or check it out again on YouTube when it's moved over. Either way, I appreciate you guys checking it out or stopping by. And be good to each other. We'll see you next time. Peace.